Hi all, welcome to my new little video. Right, before us I've got some Louis Vuitton. See, Louis Vuitton jeans, and they are priced in England at £1,380. So I'm doing this for a rapper, this English rapper, and he's bought 2 pairs to me. Now I've had to take it in a lot. So now you can see the inside leg is what we call the flat felt seam. So a lot of people, they just take it all from one side, which is wrong because it can upset the balance of trousers, jeans, whatever you do. So it doesn't matter what you do, you should always take it off from both sides, from the inside seam and also from the outside seam here, you see. But on jeans, you've got a bit, it can be quite problematic because you've got what we call the flat felt seam there, but that's still fine. There's some little tips along the way for you. If you're going to take this in, say, 2.5, 3 inches in total, the width. Say, for instance, you're going to take this in 3 inches in the width. So you divide each side by 2. So 3 inches will become 1.5, and then the outside leg will be 1.5. Okay. Now, because you're working on double the fabric when you're stitching, that 1.5 will actually be half of that. So now you're going to work on 3/4 of an inch, which will actually, when you actually sew it all the way up, it'll actually take it in 1.5 inches. So on the double, take it in 3/4 of an inch. So these kind of seams, what you do, you go inside. I'm trying to get, I should have got my tripod, but see where that finished there, here. That seam where it finished on the edge. So what you do, you go inside, and I've already done it on here, you can see, and you pleat it over, you see? So you'd mark it from the edge of the stitching, you'd mark it across whatever, 3/4 of an inch, you can see, chalk mark it, and then you press that line with the iron all the way up, okay, from the top where it's going to taper to nothing. So this actually tapered to nothing here. So you go gradually 3/4 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch, and it will gradually come to nothing there. So you pleat it over. Before you pleat it over, just chalk mark it 3/4 of an inch right from that stitch, just where that stitch line is. And then you're going to go in right to, you can actually feel the little ridge there where this is the ridge there. You can actually feel that on your machine. You can actually chalk mark, or the press foot will actually go right to that ridge, and your machine right onto that ridge. So it's just where that stitching is, just by that stitching, and then you stitch all the way up. So you get this pleated section, and that's fine. And there you go. I've done it already, and you still retained the flat felts seam. And then you do your normal take in, which I've done. I've opened up the seam, just do your normal seam finish on the outside leg and taper it to nothing at the top. Okay, you can see, so I've gone to nothing here, just below there. So that's a little tip of the day for some of you, so hopefully you remember that. So it doesn't matter if it's a flat felt seam, always you've got to taper it on both sides equal amounts, and you'll never get a twisted pair of trousers or jeans. So hopefully that's helped all of you, and I'll see you very soon, everyone. Ciao for now.